Welcome on this wonderful Thursday. Thank you for tuning in with Slayful Limbs. My name is Cedria, and I created this channel to talk about the thing that I love most, my obsession, just my everything, hair. Today's topic is about addressing hair myths. I bet you're wondering, what myth is she even talking about? Like, girl, we know. Let's just get down to the hair regimen. No, I'm gonna get there. I promise, I'm gonna get there. The myth I want to talk about is colored hair. Where I used to think that colored hair is the most damaging and dark hair is where it's at. So 4 years ago, I really struggled with my hair. Here's a picture of me showing what my hair looked like 4 years ago. I bet you're wondering like, oh, okay, well, it's not that bad. If you're one of those persons, stop lying to me right now. That picture was pretty bad. The only way I found out that my hair looked that bad was I was in church one day and I had asked my fiance, who's now my husband, I asked him at one point, hey, what does my hair look like when you sit behind me? Just he liked to sit behind me and just let me know, because it just, every time I put it on my shoulders, always getting this effect. And you know, he sat behind me one day and he was like, I mean, you know, it's uneven, but it's not bad. And I was like, what does that mean? I am the kind of person that I don't want to be the girl with long and thin hair, and I don't want to be the girl that you sit behind and you can't even focus on what's going on because you see my split ends. I don't want to be that girl. So when he said that, I was like, I'm gonna have to take a picture myself to show myself what he saw, because I didn't like his answer. And you know, with husbands, they're always like, I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, I still love you. No, I need the truth. So anyway, I took a picture of what my hair looked like, and that's the picture that I just recently showed you. And I was devastated. It's not only devastated, I was embarrassed, because I was just like, there's no way I can walk around like this. I tried everything. I tried conditioning, I tried moisturizers, I tried protective styles, I tried all these different things and nothing saved it. So with the myth about hair color, I feel like what I know now, if I would have known that then, it would have probably been a chance where I still would have had to cut my hair, but at least I would have kept the color and build from there. So my process of trying to save my hair, I literally spent 90 days trying to catch those sides up with each other. And I knew it was going to be hard because I could never get it to go like this. It still grew, but it still grew like this. Like that other side would never catch up, and so that's why I just decided I have to get it cut. So I'm showing this picture to say that I don't believe if you put color in your hair, it's gonna break off. It really is all about you. It's all about how you take care of your hair. If you don't take care of it, then those are the results. It's usually followed by a cut, and nobody wants to cut their hair. Another myth I want to address is trimming. The trimming myth. This is the most difficult topic because as soon as you say anything about a pair of scissors, people are like, oh no, I'm good, thank you. And I'm just like, I used to be just like that. Cutting your hair is not as bad as it feels, especially when you actually get to see how fast your hair grows after that. If you're a person that, if you notice you cut your hair and your hair grows slower, then I can work with you with that. We can figure out, okay, maybe it's your regimen. Maybe you need a more stronger regimen to get your hair to really grow. Maybe what you're using, your hair is not going to work with it anymore because you've been using it for so long. The biggest part of my regimen that I will be sharing throughout this channel starts with trimming. Like, I can't stress that enough. You are not going to see results if you don't start there. That is our initial starting place, is trimming. Before you even start, you got to get your hair trimmed. You have to. The reality is, I never used to trim my hair. People be like, well, I'm listening to someone whose hair has always been long, and that is a bald phase lie is not true. This is the longest my hair has ever been, and my hair has been getting lengthier, healthier and healthier for the last 2 years. With my regimen, you have to trim your ends. You have to. It's, oh my god. This is why I need to wash it. You have to trim your ends, because if not, how is all that new great stuff that we're working on gonna affect the whole strand of hair if you won't get rid of the part that it can't get past? It is the biggest portion of my regimen. I still can't stress that enough, that before you start any of that, before you see any of the products, you got to get your hair trimmed, because that's the starting place. You got to get those dead ends off, because usually those dead ends are from things that you've been doing wrong. Maybe you should have did a protective style this last 30 days. Maybe you have a lot of heat damage. Maybe you straighten your hair too much. Maybe you blow dry your hair entirely too long. Your ends will tell you if you're doing the right thing. But regardless, a lot of it is unavoidable, and you just have to keep the maintenance on your hair when it comes to trims. If you keep up with your trims, usually for me, I trim my hair every 8 to 9 weeks is usually when I go get a trim. I wash my hair every week, so you have to think I'm blow drying 8 times. That's a lot. So I have to get that trim, because I have put a lot of heat from my blow dryer to my hair. It's a lot of heat to say I'm not getting trims. It just doesn't make sense. I think that with trimming myths, get your hair trimmed. Don't be one of those people who are afraid of scissors, because let me tell you, they're your best friend when it comes to maintaining. I promise you. I showed you a picture of what it looks like not getting your hair trimmed, because I didn't trim my hair at all. I felt like I'm trying to save it, I'm gonna do the best I can. That is an example of not getting your hair trimmed. Or I used to get my hair trimmed going in a V shape, but now my hair, it needs to grow this way, so I can keep up with, is it growing, is it not growing, all that good stuff. Finally, I want to discuss, it's not really a myth, it's more so like, you ever heard someone say, yeah, my left side grows faster than my right side? That is true. It's like we all have strong spots and weak spots on our hair. Wrapping up everything, the point of this first video talking about myths is to give you a baseline for, hey, I'm talking to you about growing hair, and I'm a person that has color. Don't be afraid if you have color in your hair, or don't feel like there's no hope because you have color in your hair. Just because you have color doesn't mean you can't get results. If you have dark hair, perfect. Just because you have dark hair doesn't mean that you can't get trims, because yes, dark hair does hide our split ends, maybe our thinness, but at the same time, you still want to stick with trims. So running into trims, I just wanted to make you aware that, you know, I want you to grow from my regimen. I want you to see results using my stuff, but you're not going to see results fast like you want if you don't start with trimming. Trimming is just so important. I've never been a fan of trimming. I used to not like getting my hair cut, but I'm telling you, the only consistent thing I've done since doing a big chop was keeping up with my trims, and that has made such a big difference my whole way. As far as weak spots, that is important, because maybe with deep conditioning, when it's time for us to be aware of your strong spots and your weak spots, because you're going to put your focus into that for my regimen. This has been just an awesome this has been an awesome first video. Thank you guys for joining in, tuning in. I hope you brought a friend. Most importantly, please subscribe so we can just keep the party going, so I can know that you like it. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you dislike it. Please leave a comment, ask questions, we can discuss more. But if anything, we're starting off with trims, knowing your weak spots and your strong spots, as well as it's okay if you have colored hair and if you have dark hair, because either way, still gotta get a trim. Still gotta get a trim, baby. Alright, until next time, see you later. Bye!